What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more Oakland A's franchise here on LB The Show 18. And as you can see, we did end up getting the wild card. But today's video is the season recap, where we're going to go over the standing stats, league leaders, player awards, all that stuff throughout the season of 2018. We ended up finishing the year at 90 and 72. So pretty good year for us. A lot better than I thought we would do. Actually, we're 91 and 71. So we're actually better than what I said. And the Angels got the top wild card. As you see, we got the second and final wild card. Astros ran away with the AL West. Looking through the rest of the MLB, the Indians 108 wins on the year. They will actually, whoever wins the wild card between us and the Angels will be taking on the Indians in the ALDS, as they have the 1 seed. The Red Sox win the AL East at 95 and 67. The Diamondbacks, the NL West goes to the Dodgers, with the Diamondbacks getting one of the wild card spots. They actually tied with the Cardinals, so I'm not sure who gets the 4 or the 5. The Cubs ran away with the division, 101 wins. Like I said, Cardinals get the other wild card in the National League. And in the NL East, the Nationals win the division at 92 and 70. Wasn't a very competitive division. And like I said, for our wild card, it was us and the Angels. They finished the game ahead of us, so they will have the home field advantage in that. So we'll be on the road. And then the Diamondbacks actually beat the Cardinals by a tiebreaker, I guess. So they're hosting their wild card game. So let's take a look at the player stats, league leaders. We only had a couple batters, and it was doubles. Avisel Garcia was 7th with 40, and then Simeon was 13th with 35 doubles. And that's all we had for batting at the end of the year. So definitely just goes to show that our pitching is what got us to the playoffs. As you see, Liam Hendriks was tied for 4th in the AL in saves with 45. Had you add the 10 that Trennen got the first month of the season, he'd lead the AL with 55. And then ERA, Triggs finished 5th at 3.18. So very proud of him for that. And he actually kind of slowed down towards the end of the year. So imagine what he would have done if he would have kept up his pace that he had the first half of the season. Dana Mengden was 7th at 3.22. And then Brett Anderson, surprisingly, on there in 11th at 3.43. I mean, he was at one point going to get called, sent down to AAA. So to see him bounce back like that and finish. And there you go. See him again tied for 7th with 18 home runs allowed on the season, as Mengden was 4th in that category. And then Paul Blackburn, who we called up at the trade deadline, didn't make too many starts for us, but had 2 shutouts in that time. So hats off to him. He pitched very well. ERA under 2.3. We'll get to that later when I show you the player stats for the team. Sean Manaea, Andrew Triggs, walks allowed, tied for 12th with 54. And then Brett Anderson is 6th place in WHIP at 1.20. So again, like I said, a very, very, very strong season for him. Did not see that coming. Andrew Triggs is 7th at 1.21. And then Sean Manaea was 11th at 1.24. Again, that's pretty much the reason we made the postseason. Our pitching surprisingly pitched very well. And then Mengden made the wins above replacement for pitching in 11th place at 3.1. So on to player stats. Andrew Triggs finished 9 and 7, 3.18 ERA, 110 strikeouts. Like I said, he tailed off towards the end of the year, but overall still a really good season. Sean Manaea was 10 and 11, 3.74 ERA, 159 strikeouts. Would have liked to see a little better year from him, but again, I mean, he still pitched solidly. We'll take it. He's a young guy. He's going to get better. Mengden was 11 and 10 with 3.22 ERA, 144 strikeouts, which was very surprising to see. I didn't think he'd pitch it that well. And Paul Blackburn, in the limited starts, I think he had 12 starts with us, was 6 and 3, 2.26 ERA, only 23 strikeouts over 79 innings, but he's more of a ground ball pitcher anyway. But yeah, that ERA is just very good, and he had the 2 shutouts. And then Brett Anderson, surprisingly, 13 and 13, 3.43 ERA, 107 strikeouts. At a time was about to get called, sent down to AAA. We elected to send Bassett down instead, and Anderson was pretty much money from that point on. So I think we made the right decision there. Ryan Dolby called up at the trade deadline. He ended up with a 0.41 ERA, 3-0 over 22 innings. Very good for him. He'll definitely be in our bullpen next year. Emilio Pagan, 3.48 over 62. Daniel Colombe got that ERA under 4, 3.44. And Butcher got his ERA under 4, 3.91. So they're, decent middle relievers there. Blake Treinen, the All-Star, 2.99. And then Liam Hendriks, again, definitely probably has a shot at closer, reliever of the season. 45 saves, ERA under 2. On to the batters. Marcus Semien ended up hitting 259, 21 homers, team leading 75 RBIs out of the leadoff spot, playing DH. Stephen Piscotty, 268, 17 homers, 58 RBIs. Very respectable numbers for him. Can't expect too much. Avisel Garcia hit 257, 22 homers, 64 RBIs. Pretty good. He was very hot when he came to us. I think when we acquired him, he was only hitting like 230, so he definitely turned things around with us. Chris Davis hit 262 on the year, 23 homers, 73 RBIs, down from his 40 home run season last year. So that's, pretty disappointing, but the average was better. Matt Olson, 257, team leading 26 home runs, 71 RBIs, despite being on the disabled list twice this year. So hopefully he'll be, even better with a full season next year. Matt Chapman only hit 219, 15 homers, 56 ribbies. Hopefully he turns things around because I really want to build around him, but if he keeps having seasons like that, I don't know, I'm going to have to make a change at third, but his defense is really good. Jed Lauer hit 241 for us. LaCroix, 264. Now, if you guys remember, he batted under 200 the first month of the season. So to see him end up at 264 on the year, definitely going to try to bring him back next year, even if it's on a one-year deal. Escobar, we signed him in free agency at the start of the year after spring training. He ended up hitting 295 for us. Played very well in the field as well. I think that was a very good signing by us. And then Matt Joyce didn't, get too many opportunities. Chad Pinder hit 11 homers off the bench. Hit 242. Boog Powell was 243. Bruce Maxwell, 286. I'd like to get him some more at-bats next year. If we don't end up bringing back LaCroix, he might even be a starter. Who knows? And then Mark Canha, 237. I don't think we're going to bring him back. He was all right. So on to the awards. We'll start in the National League. The MVP goes to Clayton Kershaw, which I thought his teammate should have got it, which you'll see that in a little bit right here. Corey Seager gets the batting title. He hit 356, 42 homers, 132 RBIs. I'm pretty sure he should have got the MVP, but there is a glitch in this game where if the pitcher does good, he ends up getting the MVP and the Cy Young. Strop gets the reliever of the year. Garrett Cooper, the NL Rookie of the Year, he hit 264, 11 homers. And then the Hank Aaron Award goes to Corey Seager, who definitely should have got MVP. Let me know in the comments if you think he should have got MVP, if you agree or not, or if Kershaw should have got it. So looking at the Gold Gloves there, Martin Prado, Brandon Crawford just got shortstop on lock. Michael Taylor, Lewis Brinson, and Gregory Polanco. Silver Sluggers, Adam Wainwright, Wilson Contreras, Joey Votto, Scooter Gennett, Nolan Arenado. Corey Seager's got that on lock. David Peralta, Bryce Harper, Lorenzo Cain, and for the National League, the American League, the AL MVP is Aaron Judge. Hit 301, 50 homers, 115 RBIs. Very good year for him. Corey Kluber takes home the Cy Young. He was 306 ERA, 20 wins. Definitely deserving, I suppose. Jose Altuve gets the batting title at 349. The reliever of the year, Ken Giles. I thought Hendricks had a shot at it, but Giles had more saves, I guess. Hendricks had better ERA. I don't know. I guess Giles gets the nudge there and gets the nod because he had a few more saves. Jonas Chirinos, 8-2, 3.64 ERA. Paul Blackburn pitched better than him, so he probably, if they're gonna give Rookie of the Year to a part-time guy who got called up halfway through the year, I think Blackburn should have got it over Chiridos. But anyway, on to Gold Gloves. Got Bartolo Colon getting a Gold Glove. CJ Crone, Robinson Cano. Rafael Devers takes it from Chapman. I thought Chapman should have got it. Manny Machado at shortstop. And then in the outfield, we got Alex Gordon, Kevin Pillar, and Colby Rasmus. So on to Silver Sluggers. Logan Morrison gets it at DH. Catcher goes to Gary Sanchez. Justin Smoke at first. Altuve at second. Miguel Sano at third. Francisco Lindor at short. And the outfield was Adrian George, of course, Mike Trout, and Justin Upton, who we will see both of those guys in the wild card game. And yeah, that pretty much is going to wrap up this season preview. Like I said, the next video, which will go up on Monday. Technically, today was supposed to be a Jaguars video. I didn't have time to record last night, so I'm going to do that today, and that'll be up tomorrow. So they're just rotating weekend days. So on Monday, the wild card game against the Angels. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more A's franchise. Let me know in the comments if you're hyped for this wild card game. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Till next time, peace.